Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and it's another week, which means a load of brand new deals for you to take advantage of on your Xbox One. Let's get into it.
All the things the seventh sin stand for, and I have paid dearly for it.
Imagine the scene. You're painting a picture. You swipe the brush at the canvas and take a step back to take a look. Another swipe, maybe some phthalo blue, a bit of Arctic white, but how are you going to get that perfect blood red? Sadly, there won't be any happy little trees here in the psychedelic horror game Layers of Fear, which is on sale this week with 75% off. You need to explore the house you call a home and uncover the secrets of your past in order to finally complete your magnum opus. Your whole life has been leading up to this one masterpiece, and your Victorian mansion contains all of the tragic backstory, the horrifying visions, and emotional wreckages that this painter needs to truly channel until his piece is completed. You'll walk through this creepy, extravagant abode while finding clues and piecing together the whole picture. This is definitely not a game for the squeamish, and it does get a little bit gruesome, but I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. It's a unique experience that should only take around 3 to 4 hours to complete, and while I am a massive scaredy cat, I really did enjoy this and highly recommend you checking it out this week, whilst it has a huge discount. Although, I would recommend not running through everything, ignoring all of the carefully crafted tension-building elements, like Benny did when we played on stream.
There once was a man full of passion. But then his wife went out of fashion. Her face was a mess, he couldn't care less. She hated the man with a passion.
Oof. Yikes.
On sale this week is also the remaster of the 2009 Red Faction Guerrilla from the 360 era. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered also only came out in July 2018, so having a 60% discount already is a great saving. On top of the remaster, it's also Xbox One X enhanced, but the game itself is an open-world third-person shooter where you play as Alec Mason, who works with the Red Faction to defeat the Earth Defense Force on Mars. You'll come up against a huge range of different enemies across infantry and vehicle combat, but the best mechanic here is the destruction, where the game allows you to destroy buildings and other structures as a way of overcoming opponents. Destroying buildings will also get you salvage, which is the game's currency, allowing you to upgrade your weapons at safe houses that you'll find within the open world. Oh, and if you find a wall that you just want to knock down, you also have a sledgehammer that you can use just to slam your way through. So if you want a third-person shooter that you can just sit back and enjoy, or a simple reminder of the original on the 360, this is worth picking up this week.
Have you ever wanted to experience life as a horseman of the apocalypse? Then you might want to check out the Darksiders series, where you can live the life of a different horseman in each iteration. And that probably means less watching them eat their cornflakes and more watching them kick ass. In Darksiders 3, you get to play as Fury in her quest to find all 7 of those pesky deadly sins and get rid of them so she can become the leader of the legendary horsemen. It's a third-person hack and slash action adventure, fighting your way through crazy-looking open worlds to get some intense-looking bosses, finding new tools and abilities along the way, like some sick-looking flame nunchucks. As you get more comfortable with the items and mechanics, you can start putting together powerful combos until you're melting through those mobs you first struggled with. There are also puzzles to figure out as you adventure on through Earth to clean up the mess left by War when he unleashed the apocalypse. When will they learn? The game's story plays in parallel with Darksiders 1 and 2, which follow the Horseman War and Death respectively. You don't need to have played the previous 2 to have fun with Fury, but if you've played through the first in particular, the setting will feel familiar, and of course, it's always nice to have a bit of context. Grab Darksiders on sale this week with multiple editions, including the base game and deluxe edition being discounted, alongside Darksiders Fury's collection, which gives you the first 2 games for 70% off.
So when you speak of hope, all hope is lost.
Another game that I would totally recommend for those looking for their gaming fiber this week is I Am Bread. You can be the savory snack that you've always wanted, a baguette, a bagel, a traditional slice of bread, or even a fragile cracker. It's hard to describe the aim here, but there are a variety of modes that are based on the type of bread you play as. If you're a traditional slice, you'll be attempting to turn yourself into toast by navigating your way to the toaster. Just make sure to avoid anything that could ruin your breakfast. is nothing worse than soggy bread. You then have the baguette, which is hell-bent on destroying everything it possibly can in the kitchen for no good reason other than that high score. And then we have one of my favorites in the bagel run, where you have to race a bagel through different levels in the fastest time possible. This is a game I had an absolute blast with when we played it for World Stars Achievements, so go ahead and download it with 75% off this week. Let's get the bread, it'll be bready in no time.
Boo.
Shut up, Leah.
I'm gonna give myself a B.
The award-winning platformer Holonight is 40% off this week. It's a gorgeous side-scroller action game with stunning scenery and a whole lot of content. It's not a game you'll finish in a hurry, and if you're one of those completionist types who wants to see and collect absolutely everything in the game, you're looking at around 45 hours of gameplay, which is pretty decent. You play as a silent, unnamed knight wielding a tiny little sword as you search to uncover the secrets of Hollow Nest, an insect kingdom that was abandoned long ago. There are lots of weird bug friends, foes, and bosses to find and deal with in this game, and it gives me some serious Ori vibes. So if you enjoyed Ori and the Blind Forest and want something to occupy yourself with while you wait for the Will-o'-the-Wisps to release, you might enjoy this one. You get to choose how you play and the direction you take. There's no linear set pathway to follow, but you will need to explore and find skills in order to pass through some of the obstacles, which will help you progress in the game. New movement abilities, spells, and charms can be found and bought to let you customize your gameplay to suit your style. All in all, it's an adorable looking and fluid feeling game with an awesome orchestral score and a whole lot of charm. Grab it this week in the Xbox sale.
And my final choice from this week's Deals with Gold is Mirror's Edge Catalyst. This is a game that allows you to perfect the art of freerunning when you take control of Faith as you parkour your way around the game's city, Glass. It's an open world with a very unique art style that works really well with its fluid movement system, which you can't find anywhere else. As you run, jump, wall run, and slide across the city rooftops, jumping onto zip lines, smashing through glass, all whilst avoiding gunfire. One thing I also got obsessed with, just like in the original Mirror's Edge, is the time trials, where you try to perfect certain routes to do them in the fastest time possible. You may find yourself restarting 100 times over, but when you nail that perfect route, there's no better feeling. And for only £5, you're definitely getting your money's worth, so out of all the deals this week, this is the one that I would most recommend if you're looking for a new game to just lay back and enjoy.
Dogen sends his best. Enjoy your freedom.
So that's our pick of the deals you can grab this week with your Xbox Live Gold. Feel free to leave us a sub if you're new, leave a comment below with what you're playing, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!